got in the box and got through a pitch. It was a foot outside. The umpire said it was a strike. The next one was a foot and a half outside. The umpire said it was a strike. And I just got out of the box and took a deep breath and told myself, wherever the next pitch is, I'm swinging. And next pitch was high and outside. So I reached up and hit it a nice, easy ground ball to Nellie Fox at second base. And that was my first major league at bat. And that was devastating. I said, now, if things goes like this, I'm going to ask them to send me back where I was because I was having fun. So I'm telling myself, you know, just, you know, you've played this game before, so just go ahead and play. And so I did. So in the first inning, a guy got on first base, and the guy hit a ground ball to third base. Frank Malzone got the ball and threw it to me at second, and it was a low throw. So, but I just played it naturally. I just went down and scooped it, tagged it back, and just threw it across my body. Perfect throw, and it was out. And I got a great standing ovation for that play. And to tell you the truth, it was worth it. But, you know, it seemed like my head started spinning, especially when I got a big hand running off the field, and then I'm the leadoff man, and I'm going up to the bat, and I get a standing ovation from the crowd. And I look out in center field on my way up to home plate, and all the blacks out there just hands up, just jumping and yelling, and I'm saying to myself, boy, Pumps, you can appreciate this standing ovation, but kid, don't strike out and have to walk all the way back to the dugout. And that was the firstmost thing on my mind. I did not want to strike out. I don't know what I did if I had, but to make a long story short and keep you out of the suspense, the third pitch, I hit a shot up high off the left center field fence, and I slid into third base with a triple. And the whole stands went crazy. I mean, it was really another standing ovation. And that was great. And that took a lot off my mind for that particular time. Every day they'd pick up the paper. Boy, you know, there's headlines and bam, bam, bam. And like I told the sports writer the other day, if you want to see what really happened in '59, go down to the Tribune, go to the archives. I'm sure they have all the sporting page and all the Tribunes from '59. Started March '59 until March 28th. And you can see me in the headlines and sports part of it every day. Now you can go down there.
And that's in Oakland.
That's in Oakland. And you can go down there this evening and check up on me. Check up on my stories I'm telling you. People will yell things out, especially in the ballpark. You've been to ballpark.
Sure.
They yell things out. Right. Some of them can get nasty and dirty and filthy and whatever, but mostly it's not that bad, especially when you got a crowd, because in a crowd you don't hear, you know it's noisy. Yeah. It's hard to pick out individuals, you know, but when the park is half empty, one guy over here can yell out something, everybody in the park hears it. But if the park is crowded and the person yell out something, and they yell out things, you know, you talk about your mama, your daddy, your dog, and your cat, really, about anything. I can tell you what happened the first day we got there. I was in Chicago. I was in the clubhouse, just got there. I was suited up, I was getting ready to walk out, suited up and walk around in the clubhouse, and the sports writer came in. He saw me there, and Ted Williams was there. We wasn't talking anything. He was close by, and Ted Williams was there. And so the sports writer said, hey, no, he asked Ted, what do you think about Pumpsie being here? And Ted went for his throat, not physically, But he cussed him out and told him off and telling him not ever ask him something like that. What's wrong with you? Don't you have any whatever, you know? What do you mean? Ask me what I think about Pumpsie being here. What do you think I think? You know? Yeah. And Ted really let him have it, and that guy just went on out of the room, and that made him my friend really, because I knew what he was talking about, and sometimes people ask you questions that shouldn't be asked. You could ask my mother, and she'd probably tell you the same thing she told me 40, 50 years ago. She was just in the kitchen one day, or whatever happened, and I forgot part of the story. Besides, one thing I do remember, she said, "What difference does it make? What do you want to know for?" Or and like that. So yeah. She said something I never asked her again, and I don't think she really know where it came from, because everybody, all my brothers and sisters, and my uncles and aunts, who's my mother's brothers and sisters, everybody called me Pumpsie from day one, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't know my name was Elijah until I went to school. I really didn't. And I saw it on a report card.